This episode contains sensitive topics. Discretion is advised.
Welcome back to an all-new episode of the Lusty Lounge podcast. Sit back, relax, grab a drink, respectfully, and let us indulge you in an hour of fan service, because that's what we're talking about this week. And talking about fan service this week, we have Minka.
Hello.
And Puce.
How's it going, everybody?
Man, my whole brain stopped and I'm like, Minka is to my left. So yeah, let's start with her. So fan service, the horny kind, not like the other kind where they put Ahsoka in that live action Star Wars show. Because that's technically fan service.
It is.
And people don't realize that. And it makes me sad. Old. It makes me feel old.
I don't exactly know what you're talking about because I don't know the full context, so I'll agree.
So, Star Wars Episode 7 was basically a big fan service movie because it played back almost exact same like scenes from the first Star Wars. So,
You're
like,
right. I didn't notice.
Yeah, so like that is also fan service. It's like paying tribute to another part of the fandom.
I forgot I had to count for a minute, so it took me a minute to remember which one you were talking about.
Is it bad? I've never seen any of the original Star Wars movies.
No.
It's not bad. It's unusual.
People overhype them. They suck.
Okay, that's one opinion. Sure.
Damn. Ruthless.
Suck is probably a strong word, but they're not as good as people think they are.
Absolutely. That's why they didn't last the trial of time.
Okay, but I'm not I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're not like 10 Commandments good.
Hey, let me help you. They are inadequate compared to current movie standards.
Yes.
There you go.
Like,
and while we're talking about movies, I saw John Wick 4 yesterday.
Was that good?
Do you want spoilers?
No.
Just tell me good or bad.
Wait, Minka, did you say no?
Yeah, absolutely. I said no.
At one point in the movie, I forgot I was watching a movie because the action literally did not stop. Like, he got no breaks. I'm like, damn, it's really been 2 hours. That's crazy.
I already had the big, like, thing spoiled for me, so.
Oh. Yeah.
Which it's like, could you not have hidden that?
Can't wait for John Wick 5. But yeah, we're going to talk about the other type of fan service, the horny kind, because that's, what we primarily deal with, the horny. And we can start with you two and the horny of our home country.
Hey, I could be in Russia right now. You don't know
No,
that.
you couldn't. You would be dead. You would not last a day in Russia.
It's true.
Especially after watching John Wick 4, you wouldn't last a day.
Okay, you think Russia's that bad?
Pretty bad.
It's only probably kind of bad.
Especially exacerbated with the war. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And like our cops are corrupt, but Russian cops are a completely different level of corrupt.
Although your American dollar would go a long fucking way.
Maybe I've been in Russia this whole time, and then I'm a Russian
literally
PSYOPs agent.
You literally haven't.
That would be a very interesting strategy for the Russians.
Mika said it in a nice way.
I'm here to invade all the NSFW 18 plus junk.
Like, I feel
You're
like
doing a
if you
piss poor
were,
job.
it would be in a way that you didn't even know you were.
You mean a sleeper agent?
Kind of.
That's also possible.
But, like, there's no trigger word to, like, activate him.
The pineapple.
That's my safe word, not my sleeper word.
So yeah, Hughes, you had some ideas you wanted to talk about.
Well, do we want to talk about like live action stuff, or do
We
we
can
want to talk
start
about
there.
cartoon stuff? So I got a couple examples from both. So I don't watch too much, so most of my references will be from the 90s. But we've got Big Bang Theory, which showed off tons of cleavage with Penny, because all nerds love big boobs.
Their boobs aren't even that big.
Hey, they're big for normies.
Are they?
I don't think so.
You
But
gonna chime in there, Minka? You just gonna be quiet, or?
Just listening.
You have to give opinions.
I feel like my view of horny fan service is a little bit different than that.
Well, okay, we're talking about cable TV. Their fan service is not getting like that out there.
Okay.
Then we've got Friends with is it Rachel?
I don't know.
I don't
Jennifer
know.
Aniston.
Never watched that
And her
crappy
nipples.
show.
You're older than both of us. Wasn't that like part of your like childhood or whatever?
Nope. Never watched it. Didn't like it. And it's absolute trash to watch these days.
Damn.
It is.
To
I
be
don't.
fair, most of those kind of shows are trash.
Yeah,
So.
most 90s
Hey,
sitcoms.
I like modern. Oh, we can talk about modern.
We're talking like 90s sitcoms, early 2000s sitcoms, though. Like, most of those these days are, like, they're homophobic, they're racist, they're transphobic, they're terrible. They're sexist. Like, they're all really bad. None of them have aged well because, comedy is apparently really funny back then when you poke down at people instead of poke up.
You mentioned Modern Family. Does Modern Family have fan service?
I would definitely count Sophia's existence as fan service.
Just because, well, yeah, I guess. to be
You
fair,
got
well,
this big titty. What is she? Puerto Rican? Spanish?
I'll just go with Hispanic.
Hispanic
Cover all
woman,
bases.
literally super fucking curvy, married to this old white man. That is fan service. That is old white dude's going. Damn, that could be me. I'm gonna project me into him, and yeah,
You got a point there.
And then there's Alex, who puberty bitch smacked in the face, and her titties got all big, and she was like, "I don't want to be on the show because y'all making me wear less clothes." And it's like, that's fair.
I fell off before that happened, so I didn't know how like sexualized they'd made her.
It got it got very noticeable. And I guess the other daughter is supposed to be fan service-ish. I don't know.
Yeah, but she was so plain and boring.
She was just stupid. She was literally just dumb.
Minka, can you think of any live action, like, gay fan service?
All
I mean,
of it.
have you ever watched True Blood? True Blood is
I
fan
haven't watched any of
service.
it. I don't watch the soap opera shows. I'm sorry.
Soap opera shows?
They're all soap operas to me.
Okay.
Drum up the drama and make every like instance like, oh my god, do or die. I feel like if a show like takes a breakup and makes that like the drama of the week and like somebody might die because of it, it's a soap opera.
I mean, I feel like that's just appealing to mid 2000s to early aughts teenage girls because, it is the whole end of the world to them because that can dictate how the rest of the school year goes. And, they're at school more than they're at home. So, it's a little important.
I guess, but
You've never had a teenage daughter or lived with a teenage girl before, have you?
well, by the time my sister was is a teenager, I've already moved out.
Damn, I forgot you do have a sister. Is she still single? I'm getting desperate.
She's also like 10 years younger than you, so
Ooh, wait. She's 20. She's 17?
18.
Never mind. They're not that desperate.
Yeah.
Pretty much any show on the CW.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
can you not consider those all soap operas?
No.
Or has it just been me this whole time?
It's just been you. Those are all classified as dramas.
Because CW loves to hire their traditionally sexy actors and actresses.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir? You are 30? Why are you playing a 16-year-old? Excuse me, sir?
Right?
Hey, on Smallville, the guy who played Clark Kent was not that much older than 18. I think he was like 22.
Use?
What?
I haven't had cable in over a decade. So
Smallville's from like the early 2000s.
I was a child.
Was Smallville not that impactful on anybody else but me?
No.
Man. Gonna make me cry.
I'll give you a handkerchief to wipe your tears. Would you prefer blue, red, black, white, or purple?
Why do you have so many handkerchiefs?
You gotta look good when you're putting on a dress clothes.
How often do you wear dress clothes?
Twice a month.
Where are you going that you need to be
Don't worry
dressed
about
in
that.
dress clothes?
Don't worry about that.
Horror movies love to do fan service. Because you have that kind of classic, there's the virgin, there's the jock, the blah, 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 and one of them is always the slut. So there's usually a pretty scantily clad girl in the movie.
And there's always this shower sex scene where somebody dies.
Mm-hmm.
Where you see, like, a hint of booba or butt.
I'm just going to take y'all word for it. I don't watch horror movies. They don't do it for me.
I've only seen, like, 3.
It's 3 more than I've seen.
I don't get scared by much. I just get scared by all the jump scares. And it sucks.
You could maybe consider the Titanic scene fan service, because it didn't necessarily need to be there.
I've never actually seen the Titanic. Minka, you're
I've
talking
seen-
about all the romances, and we're just like, sure, we believe you.
Did you just say horror is a romance? I'm pretty sure she said horror before she said what she just said.
Well, yes, but romance scenes and romance shows and stuff. Like, all the stuff on the CW is, like, drama / romance / whatever the heck they're trying to be.
Can you confirm or deny? Because I'm just like, he's saying words.
The CW does love to do dramas.
I'll take y'all word for it.
How much TV do you watch?
I don't.
Holy cow.
My mom watches game shows while we eat dinner. And then stepdad will just take the remote and put it on sports or the news. And I'm like, if I eat faster, I can go back to doing not this.
HBO shows definitely have fan service a lot. Lots of sex scenes that aren't necessary, but are fun.
How many sex scenes are in The Walking Dead, Minka?
But that's not HBO. That's
Yes, it is. It's on HBO Max.
No.
No, it originally started on TNT? No.
The Last of Us, not The Walking Dead. Damn it.
Oh.
Other zombie show. Other zombie
Jesus.
show.
Those are very
Those
different.
aren't zombies, Alt. They're whatever the heck they want to call them.
Zombies.
I don't know. There's people who argue they're not zombies. They're something. I don't know.
All right, you know
I've
what?
never played The Last of Us.
You don't have to. Just watch the show.
How much sex was in Game of Thrones?
A lot.
Uh-huh.
And then there
Okay,
was
but-
incest.
Uh-huh.
A lot of incest, actually. More than
That's
there should have
fan
been.
service for somebody. I don't know who, but
It's
for
not.
somebody.
There's no mom involved, so I'm just like, it's just siblings. Like, I don't give a fuck about sibling incest. Get
No,
outta here.
wasn't there the one mom? Well, she was just really creepily close with her son. I don't know if they actually.
Yeah,
had
the mom
incest.
with her son, Robin.
I don't know, man. Anything in past season 4, I don't fucking remember.
He was-
Hey,
he was-
me too.
he was
But
like-
I didn't watch anything past.
He was
season
like
4.
8 and she was still like breastfeeding him.
I don't know if that's an achievement or not. How are you still breastfeeding all this time after?
Stimulation.
I don't know if I'm jealous or not. A little. A little.
I feel like you'd have to be jealous of being an 8-year-old drinking breast milk.
Jealousy is still jealousy.
Yeah, but then that'd be your mom.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Got to think through the whole scene there.
I haven't seen the whole scene. I just know I seen the clip and went,
Okay, so you guys bringing up Game of Thrones. That makes me have to ask, where does fan service start and where does it end?
Well, see, I actually just looked up the definition of fan service, and there is no one definition.
Well, yeah, because it's a cultural word that just was made up.
But one, like, kind of the overall gist is it's like the act of adding something with no direct relevance to the story or character development, especially racy or sexual material. So basically things that aren't, that, like, you could take it out and it wouldn't change the story.
damn, I gotta... Yo, put a pin in that. I'm gonna come back to that when I talk about my shit later.
Nudity can technically be fan service, I guess, in that category.
Depending on why it's there, yeah, it can. But like in Game of Thrones, like when they go to talk to Littlefinger and like it shows all the sex in the brothel, it's like, yeah, that's where he works, that's kind of what he does, but like we would have been fine and still known everything if that sex hadn't been shown. Mind you, I'm glad it was, but like it didn't have to be there.
Man, I never would have, like, you saying it's just anything that could be removed, and me being like, nudity technically falls into that realm now. Kind of blows my mind.
How?
I don't, because, like, in my mind, it's always been like, oh, look, that girl's wearing a revealing outfit. Ooh, look at her. Or, that guy's got a big bulge. Ooh. Not full-on nudity and sex.
Okay.
Am I the only, like, boomer here who's like, wow,
Yes.
fan service has, like, evolved?
Yeah, you are.
You guys are not you guys aren't amazed by anything.
I'm gonna leave that high five in for me for later. Right, Minka? We high fived, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm leaving that in for later.
Yeah, fan service happens a lot in movies and TV shows. We also love it in our video games. Sometimes it is just characters that are added in for no reason. Sometimes it's, oh, hey, here's these alternate costumes where this person who is wearing this full outfit that didn't show anything is suddenly now in a swimsuit or a kinky nurse dress.
Literally, most of the DLC in the horror photography games. My inner weeb is screaming. I should know what they're called.
Horror what?
Fatal Frame
Games?
Fatal Frame, thank you.
A lot of the alternate costumes in the Resident Evil games.
Listen, okay, why did they make Ashley a fucking scene girl for one of the outfits? I'm like, I don't want to play this anymore. I'm uncomfortable. And then everyone's like, no, she's in college. I'm like, I retract my former statement.
Okay, so now I've got another question then.
What's up?
If fan service is anything that's appealing to the audience or consumers, does that mean like Easter eggs or outfits that are like references to other games and or series make
if they're
that fan
not
service
canon, then yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
kind of like the fan service we talked about at the beginning with movies.
You might get this. I know he's not, but I just finished the timeline video for the Nier Drakengard universe.
Okay.
So if you play Nier without playing Drakengard, you'll just think, oh, that's a reference to some weird game and not the bridging connection that makes the game a timeline instead of two just wacky things. Because that dragon is just kind of like, why is there a dragon here? We don't have dragons. Dragons are dead. And they're like, homie, that's from 1,000 years ago. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, 1,000 years ago, we were still learning magic, right? 1,000 years ago, over on that planet, they were like, but that doesn't connect to how. If it's from that planet, how did it get to this planet? And they're like, we're still working on that, but yeah, that dragon is the reason we're all fucked.
So yeah, I would say that like things like Easter eggs and stuff generally would fall more into fan service, because if it's just things that are like tying lore and story to other games and their stories, like that's not necessarily fan service, that's just part of the actual story. Yes. But like, yeah, Easter eggs and everything, it's usually like oh hey, like this is a reference to that one character from the other game and it's just kind of silly and funny, like that would be fan service.
Hughes, have you played Link's Awakening?
Which one is that?
The one where he is trapped on the one island and everything's just a dream. They just remade it for the Switch.
Maybe.
Well, if you play the little, if you play
it on the Switch,
if you play a little arcade game, you'll notice that there's like Yoshi and a Chain Chomp. Those are Easter eggs that can be removed, and it doesn't change anything. So there you go. There you go.
Well, technically, the Chain Chomp can't be removed, because then it can't destroy things later on in the game.
You could replace it with a thing that does the same thing in universe.
Is there anything in universe?
I don't know Zelda besides the last two.
Man, you jump on
not even two.
Late.
I got Breath of the Wild, which I beat, and I got what is the predecessor to Spirit Tracks?
Phantom Hourglass.
Phantom Hourglass. I beat those. Those are the only two Zelda games I've beaten.
It's actually kind of surprising. I figured you'd be a big Zelda fan.
Zelda's cool, but Zelda's also a furry, so you know. That game was good.
What?
I mean, what?
What do you mean? Why did you call Zelda a furry?
Because he turns into a wolf.
Oh dear.
I guess technically that makes him a furry.
Here
Yeah, he's a furry.
comes the hate mail.
Good, we need interaction.
Yeah, we do.
Get all the furries up in hype about us
You can't tell me that fucker isn't a furry. And that Midna and or Zelda didn't want to be knotted. You can't tell me that.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't beat the game, so I don't even know what happens between Zelda and Zelda.
Your joke was only a little funny that time.
Oh, well, I'm glad you at least picked up on it.
Nothing, Minka? No comments, really?
Man,
So-
Minka's dry to this today.
All right, it's you and me now, Puce.
So you're saying Zelda's a fury because furry because she wants to fuck Link, who can become a wolf.
Yes.
Specifically, Wolf Link.
Nah, I've seen Breath of the Wild. I've seen art. It's not just Link.
Fair.
If anything, Wolf Link is like the lowest rung on the ladder.
Those are different things.
No, they're not.
They are.
It's all not human dick, so it's fine.
Which doesn't make someone a furry. Not that there's anything wrong with being a furry, but that is
there's
not...
definitely something wrong with being a furry.
Are bokoblins and macablins animals?
What are the rock people from the volcano called?
Gorons.
Are they furries?
No,
They're not human. Would it just be monster fucker at that point?
I think. They don't have scales, so they can't be scalies. I don't know what fish people... Well, fish have scales, so I guess fish would also be scalies.
Minka, weigh in on this. Are Gorons furries or monsters?
Well, they're golems, so they're monsters.
Are they dressing as animals?
No.
Then they're not even remotely furries.
All right, then all right, Puce, you fucked it
Or
up.
identifying with alter egos that are animals, like I wouldn't go out and see a horse and be like, that's a furry. It's a horse.
You haven't tried hard enough.
What?
I don't know. I'm tired. I want to go back to deck build. Tired.
I
Brain froze.
I don't remember what we were talking about before.
Well, video games. We were talking about video games and fan service in video games.
Okay, so on my desk right now, literally right now, I've got Ryza 2, Moero Chronicles Hyper, Moero Crystal, Fire Emblem, Pokemon. Ryza 3 is somewhere on my desk. No, it's in my PlayStation.
So what
already.
I'm hearing is you've liked JRPGs a lot.
There's only... None of these are JRPGs.
You like Japanese games a lot.
Yes. Well, Fire Emblem's a strategy game. Those two are dungeon crawlers, and I don't know what the fuck Ryza is. I got peer pressure in the...
Dead or Alive has tons of fan service. And then you have Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball, which the game is entirely fan service.
Disagree, because if you take away the beach volleyball, then there is no game. So technically you need it, and it can't be removed.
No, the whole game could be removed. They don't need to be playing volleyball.
But
that has nothing
those games
to
are
do
canon.
with their stories.
Those games are canon, though.
So they technically do have to do with their stories.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you two are going to make me kill myself.
That would get the views up, I'm sure.
Wow.
That was far. I'm sorry, Minka.
No, you're fine. I'm not actually going to kill myself over you two. But the whole game
so we're
is
not
fan
important
service.
to you. Fine. Oh, you heard it. We're not important to her.
I heard.
All right, Dead or Alive fandom. Argue over whether the beach volleyball games are canon or not, and if they are important, and if they are fan service.
It doesn't matter if they've been made into canon or not. The game was made as fan service.
They are. The games are super canon. They take place after 3.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, is
4.
it doesn't matter. Because the games were made as fan service. They were not made as hey, let's create this really in-depth story and add it to these people's
Okay, have you
storylines.
played any of those games?
Yeah.
To completion?
Not to completion, no.
I mean,
All right,
technically.
But, like, it doesn't matter. It's them in swimsuits. That's all it is. It's fan service.
I'm going to disagree that it's not fan service because they take place in the story and the connections that they made help them in the next game.
Oh, my God.
Minka, you did this to yourself.
Well. If it isn't the consequences of my actions, or however the fuck the meme goes, I don't know.
I think it's my own actions, but
I
you got the point across.
didn't bring it up thinking anybody would even remotely disagree because that's ridiculous.
Nah.
Okay, you're talking to the two of us. You either get super, like, bad takes from me, or you get super bad takes from all. There's no in between.
He speaks for himself.
Well, I think all my takes are good, but clearly they're not. And I'm sure you think the same thing.
I know damn well in your heart of hearts you do not believe all your takes are good.
Yeah, you're right.
We had this whole ass conversation like a month ago.
Very true. Any other video games you guys can think of that's heavily fan service and or canon fan service?
Most of the games I own. Camilla and Fire
Everything you
Emblem.
own is from Japan. They're full of fan service.
Man, this fucking... I don't even have my games... I don't have my other games in front of me. They're in a box ready to move. Kingdom Hearts doesn't have any fan service. It just has headaches.
I've only played one of them, so I have no idea. Minka, you got any input on the Kingdom Hearts games?
Nope.
Thank you. League of Legends has no fan service.
Bullshit.
I don't know. I ain't played League in like...
I was going to say, I feel like that's just a lie.
I ain't played League in like 6 years. I don't know. That's... Yeah, you know what? Every League of Legends skin is fan service.
Yep.
That sounds more accurate.
All right, Minka, you're the monster fucker expert. You've played League of Legends, right?
A tiny bit.
How long ago?
Oh, it probably would have been...
Right.
Let's see. I bought a copy of it from Target.
Minka, you're showing your age. Mm-hmm. Wait, does that mean you have the Black Rise skin since you bought a copy? Or is
I don't know.
Not Black Rise. Is it Human Rise for buying it? Because Black Rise is for tournament participation.
I don't know. But my friend wanted to play it, so I bought it, and then I realized that I hate MOBAs because I hate playing PvP.
We'll have that conversation later.
About playing MOBAs?
No. How much of a person does a person not have to be a monster? And if a person fucks that person, are they considered a monster fucker? We'll get to that. We'll talk about that later.
I feel like we talked about that in our Monster Fucker episode, haven't we?
We did not.
That's such a critical thing. Why did we skip over that?
Wasn't my episode, so I don't know. Can't help you.
All right.
What the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about video games and fan service.
I mean, they all have some fan service to some degree. Like in Hi-Fi Rush, the detective robots are based off of the main characters from Tango Gameworks' last game, which I'm gonna say at the end of this sentence, as soon as my brain, Evil Within. Yeah, they're references to Evil Within Protag.
Man, I wish I knew either of those games you just mentioned.
You don't know about Hi-Fi Rush?
You don't know about the Evil Within?
I know of them.
And Sebastian?
Fake gamer.
I'm a casual gamer.
Sebastian's the main character of Evil Within.
Fake fucking gamer.
Yeah, you can call me that. I don't care.
And
casual gamers are all fake anyway, so...
I think something that you brought up earlier, Puce, that actually is good to note is fan service is not always females.
That's why I brought up like the LGBT, because I feel like even the asexuals can be fan service.
What?
Even though, like asexuals, because everybody assumes fan service is sexual stuff, or mostly sexual.
Oh,
and asexuals are not
I
sexual.
Understand. I understand now.
That was supposed to be another joke, but clearly it did not hit anything.
Where's my... Yeah, I haven't... Actually, no, because the other game made by Honey Paradise is all buff dudes with big dicks, so fair that there is some fan service for women.
Or gay
basic
men,
cis
or pan people, or bisexual people, or
we
I'm just gonna
default
stick
to
with
women.
people in general.
We default to women because we're still catching up slowly. That's why we need more games like Life is Strange. You've played that, right? Not you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
No, I am very aware of it, but I have not played it myself yet.
Damn.
I've played like an hour and a half of it.
They're free on PlayStation.
It's been free on the Xbox Game Pass for a long time.
Oh, well,
All
you
of
have
the
to
Life
sign
is
up.
Strange games?
Oh, let's find out.
It's like, I think one of them is finally leaving, or they might all be finally leaving, or
Well,
have
then
left.
I missed my opportunity.
Just get a PlayStation.
Oh, wait. I do have a PlayStation. It's sitting right behind my monitor.
Why is it behind your monitor?
That was the only place I could fit it in my setup.
I mean,
So I
they're...
Okay, Life is Strange 1 and 2 are free on PlayStation, and you don't need PlayStation Plus. You can just download them. There
How
you go.
many
There's
Life is Strange games are there?
3.
4 or 5. There's 1, 2, 3.
What?
There's 1, 2, 3. The one where it's the 2 white boys. I think there's another. There's a standalone DLC, but it's kind of as its own game because it's.
I think the newest one revolves around a girl with paint powers.
That's 3.
Oh, then I don't know. I didn't know there was one that was centered around guys.
I'm
I
not
knew
turning
the
my
first
PlayStation
one-
back on.
I knew the first one was about the girl who can rewind time. The second one is about the girl with blue hair. And the third one, apparently, is about the girl who can paint.
Oh, okay, yeah, 3 is True Colors. It's not 3.
It's 3. It's all in the same universe. It's 3 without the number.
Gonna agree with her this time.
Why would... Okay, what's the big difference between that? Between those two statements?
One of them's right, one of them's wrong. That's the difference.
Okay, but if 3 games come out,
Mm-hmm.
and they're clearly in the same, like, universe...
Four games came out before that one.
Oh, wait, Puce, I have something to diffuse your whole ass argument. God of War.
I just did. 4 games came out before it.
Puce, have you ever played a Kingdom Hearts game?
No.
All right, then.
I played 1. I don't even remember which one it was.
It's 1, 1.5, Chain of Memories, 358 Days Over 2, Kingdom Hearts 2,
Did
Kingdom
you just say
Hearts 2.8.
358 days over 2?
Yep.
Yes.
What does that mean?
385 days divided by 2 people.
I really hate the...
Yeah, it doesn't mean
People
anything.
need to learn how to count. That's all I'm saying.
It doesn't mean anything. It's nonsense. Is what it is.
2.8, 0.2, a fragment passage. Kingdom Hearts 3D, Road to Darkness, Union, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts 3, Melody of Memories, and 4 will come out next year.
I feel like you missed the title in there, but...
I did. I missed
have no idea.
few.
Okay. So all I'm hearing is the people who make Kingdom Hearts don't know how to count. Gotcha.
Count better than you.
Yes, but at least I can count to 3.
They got the 3.
Yeah, after like 5,000 other titles in a decade time span.
He hasn't picked up on the fact that there are 2 Kingdom Hearts 3s, and that's really funny to me.
What? There's 2 3s.
Kingdom Hearts 3D, Kingdom Hearts 3.
3D is...
There's a 3 in the title. There's a 3 in the title.
No, that doesn't count.
And it's even pronounced 3D. The 3 is there.
I hate you so much, all so much. Minka, please move us on to the next topic, please.
Yeah, so let's talk about fan service in manga and anime.
All of
We're
it.
just skipping Western cartoons as a whole.
Did you want to talk about cartoons?
No, we can move on to manga and anime. I don't care.
All of it there. We're done. We talked about it.
I've given up just like you have this episode, Minka. I've given up. I'm done.
Alt can do the rest of the episode himself. It's fine. This is his part anyway.
All right, we're gonna untake that pin out of the definition of fan service now. So High School DxD technically
So
wouldn't be
boobs.
wouldn't be fan service because he has to touch and see the boobs to get stronger, and this is a shonen, so he has to get stronger to take out all of the further bad guys and his girlfriend's brother.
Okay, can we go back to talking about Western cartoons?
Okay, so it still fits.
I take it back.
It still fits the description because, wait, you said it's not fan service, right?
It is not, because if he doesn't see and touch the boobs, he won't get stronger, and if he doesn't get stronger, he'll die in the show-in.
So it's relevant directly to the main character.
Yes.
Yeah, so
literally how he progresses.
It still fits the exact definition that we had.
How? If you take away all the fan service, there is no show.
You just said it's not fan service.
So what would the fan service for that show be? Regular anime and manga activities?
Yes. You see that kid going to school? Fan service.
Honestly, a story like that is much like Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball is just a fan service story.
I'm going to disagree. Kinda, in a way. Means Vermilion and Gold's also fan service. But God, that first episode was a slog to get through. Oh my God.
Okay, there's tons of shows that revolve around huge boobs that are fan service.
The huge boobs and the flat boobs. And the one dick. I think one of them has a dick. I'm not sure.
Like, if a story is about a character who has to have sex to do sex magic, it's a fan service story.
Baki, the one time he had sex and everyone went, Baki isn't a virgin. We can fight him now.
So that's not fan service.
I actually don't know. Because if he didn't have sex, he wouldn't have got stronger. And if he didn't get stronger, there'd be no show. So I don't know.
Oh, did you go into this episode knowing you'd make us both angry?
No.
Well, you've accomplished it.
Well, your anger does not matter.
Oh, Minka, he cares about you. All right. Oh, what other fan servicey things you got from anime? And
all of it, literally all of it. If you looked at anime in the last 15 years,
yeah, you got a point there.
Fucking what's her name? Rumiko. Did Rumiko Takahashi make the fucking harem?
So we're getting rid of all shonen. That's all fan service. That doesn't exist anymore.
Man, you're gonna make all the black people mad getting rid of Dragon Ball Z.
What's the boy love boy stuff?
Yaoi.
Get rid of it. That's all fan service. What's the girl? What's the girl version? Yuri. Get rid of all that. That's fan service. Oh, you're a weeb. What other kinds of anime and manga are there?
A lot.
Give me some genres.
Sports.
I feel like there's a more Japanese name for it, but I'm sure that's full of fan service. Get rid of it. None of that matters.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's all sorts of
what's the more Japanese name for sports? Please tell me.
I'm pretty sure there's a whole category of things like for
it's
sports
literally
labeled
sports.
as something.
No, it's literally just sports.
I still feel like you're wrong.
If I type in sports anime, it's not going to be like, oh, did you mean blank? It's going to be sports.
Well, yes, but that's because everybody also identifies.
It's called Spokon.
Ha.
Then why does that not pop up for anything?
The manga and anime about sports constitute a specific genre called Spokon.
So why is it not listed as that for any streaming service?
Because they're made by Western people? I don't know.
You know the Japanese have a streaming service for anime. It costs a lot of fucking money, but you know.
Have you used that service?
I did the trial and then quickly realized there was no subtitles in English, only Japanese, and was like, well.
So you don't know if it's
called this is a free trial.
So exactly, you don't know if it exists or not. Because you also haven't been to Japan to see if in their manga shops they have
anime
it.
Is the original Japanese tag for what we call in English sport anime.
So then what's the slice of life actual name then?
Oh, isekai, you remind me of another genre. Get rid of it. That's all
fan
service too.
Isekai can go away. No, not all Isekai is fan service.
It's either fan service.
4% of it is.
It's either fan service to nearly naked women,
related to the sport,
or
what are you
imagining yourself as an overpowered person. So
that's why the term sports anime is not used here, but Spokon anime.
What are you talking about? What isekai have you been fucking watching?
All of them. They're all about like being overpowered main character syndrome.
No?
I haven't watched almost any. So.
Okay, so
All right then, shut
technically,
the fuck up.
technically, it would be more correct if, for English people, we called it sport spirit anime.
Minka, we've moved past this fucking conversation.
I haven't.
Well, quit living in the past.
Minka remembers.
Magical girl.
That's all fan service gone.
You're gonna tell me Sailor Moon is all fan service?
Yeah, you see them
Right,
mid-transformation and they're like boobs and butter all out. I actually haven't seen their transformation thing in like
They're gonna
decades, so I
tell
have no
me
idea.
Madoka Magica is fan service.
I feel like that's a trick question. Is that I feel like
You're
that's
gonna
a weird
look me
one.
in the eye and tell me Madoka Magica is fan service.
I don't know what that is. Stop
Whose
saying.
fucking fault is that?
I'm sorry, I'm not a weeb.
I got my dead friend's little brother to watch Madoka Magica, and he hates anime, and he was like, now I'm sad because the girl died.
I have no words.
You're gonna tell me Death Game anime or fan service?
Death game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like I got nothing. I can't remember the name. Those can stay. Those don't have fan service. Or at least most of it.
He's never seen a Death Game anime. He has no idea.
Nope. Those could be completely nude. I have no idea. Alright, did you have any actual examples of fan service?
I did.
Before I
went
decided
off on. Yeah,
get rid of it all?
did.
What do you got?
The entirety of the Senran Kagura anime, both seasons, they don't need to exist because they're just the first one's just a retelling of game 1. I think season 2 it takes place in the mobile game universe. I don't fucking know. I haven't got that far yet, but I know Protag Chans. There are 2 of them. They're in the game, so I'm like, yeah. But that game is just, man, we're fighting with swords. I ripped your clothes off. Now you're naked. Haha, fan service.
The more you talk about anime, the more I realize I haven't watched anything.
You haven't. Speaking of, I gotta add Trigun and Call of the Night to my list. Because, man, Trigun fucked me up today. Jeez. Does that count as fan service? All right, Minka, you're the fan service here, excellent. You're the fan service expert here. Have you seen new Trigun?
I have not seen the new stuff.
Have you seen old Trigun?
Yes.
All right. Just look. Do you remember any characters' names other than Vash?
Not names. I remember the characters, just not their names.
God damn it.
There's the guy with the cross.
Yeah, I just met him. He's really fucking cool. Except he's going to betray everyone. I think. I don't know.
Wolf.
He's not the important one.
Wolf
so
King, something.
They remove the tall girl and they redesign the short girl.
Okay.
Is the redesign technically fan service because she's like cute?
I remember her being cute in the first one.
I've never seen the first one. I've seen the movie, and everyone gets mad when I tell them that.
You should see it. It's pretty good anime.
Well, someone has to give me their DVD copies because
Wolfwood, that's his name. So I just looked up Trigun characters, and it's like fictional characters Trigun. It's Vash the Stampede, Millions Knives, Meryl Strife, Millie
that one,
Thompson,
her. She got the redesign.
Nicholas D. Wolfwood, Robert De Niro, Zazie the Beast. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, he is the black kid who controls bugs, as far as I know. Oh, you meant Robert De Niro. He is a reporter.
Oh, you mean the famous name? I'm just
yeah. I was like, oh yeah, and it's not Robert, it's Roberto. It's copyright.
Oh, you're right. My brain was just like Robert De Niro.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. I did the same thing when I looked up the cast. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, is her new redesign technically fan service?
Okay, let me see.
Because I need to know if I'm in the wrong here. Because I said something to my cousin and he went, "You should not be that down bad." And I'm like, "You're right, but I am. I don't like it." Ooh, there's does Excel World's existence count as fan service? Neither of you have seen Excel World. I can't see.
Nope.
Y'all don't watch anime, so I can't really say anything.
Apparently, according to the Wikipedia about fan service, better name 02 is a fan service character.
I mean, yeah, but no one wants to fuck a dinosaur. Everyone wants to fuck a dinosaur. No one wants to fuck a dinosaur.
Okay, but what was your point about this girl? Alt
is thinking her new redesign fan service. Because
I was like, based on just that image, I would say no.
Because it feels like her whole ass redesign is literally manufactured to appeal to a much younger audience and not get the old people to try something new.
I mean, it's so much softer than the original.
Well, yeah, this is a 95% 3D anime. Oh, Citrus is all fan service. Wanting to fuck your stepsister and you're both girls? Fan service.
I feel like you're reaching a bit to say she's fan service.
I'm just asking.
I don't think I would consider her fan service because she's still fairly similar to how she was. It just is.
I don't know what she looked like before. So.
Very similar.
Just not 3D.
How heavy are those dumbbells you lift is also 100% fan service. This looks like this looks like her mom. That's funny. That's funny.
That's why I'm like, I think I prefer the old design. But you're really reaching for
Fire Force.
Well, that is just fan service.
No, it's not. Just one character, and because you need fan service in the world. That's never mind. We're talking that's
because you need fan service in the world.
You do. You need.
Okay.
So no. Let me spoil Fire Force for this motherfucker. Because are you watching Fire Force?
I watched.
I'm not talking to you.
No.
Are you gonna watch Fire Force?
I don't know.
All right. So she covers fan service, but in itself is a cover to cover basic human cardinal desires. That's the word I want, right? Wanting to fuck, because you can't just have a character whose sole purpose is the representation of people wanting to fuck. It has to be fan service to cover it up, to make it more palatable and marketable. So that character you don't like because she's always getting naked has a purpose in the end game, and it's fucking funny.
What? I feel like you're just...
I'm not. I am literally telling you the truth from the end of the manga when they're getting ready to kill off everyone. And they're like, yo, these certain people represent certain portions of humanity. Like Shinra is hope because, never give up.
So it's okay, I was going to say, is this a 7 Deadly Sins reference or something?
No, fuck 7 Deadly Sins.
No, I mean actual, 7 Deadly Sins. Like real world 7 sins.
No, Shinra is hope. Muscle Man. What is Muscle Man? Captain Obi's determination, because no matter what, he's going to get the job done.
So the author was like, here's a justified reason for this girl getting naked. And it's a very shoddy justification.
I mean, it makes sense on paper. You hide the thing. It's like when they hide your adult references and jokes. You make it more palatable so it's more marketable.
Hide it? I feel like that's not very well hidden.
Horniness does not always equate to basic wanting to fuck. You can find something horny and just go, but I don't want to fuck it. It just turns me on. Like last week, how you were like, you can watch gay porn and only be a little gay.
Was that my statement?
Yeah. You said if you watch gay porn, you're at least 1% gay. I can play the clip.
I don't remember that, but I'm sure I've said something similar to that.
No, you said exactly
got into it with Juvie and Mika. And then you brought it up again, and Juvie was like, you're fucking stupid.
I really don't. Man, I say a lot of dumb stuff. Holy cow. I don't remember that at all. But if you say so.
Chainsaw
you
Man.
had me so mad, Puce.
I remember making you mad, but I don't remember saying something that stupid.
Yeah, that's exactly why you made me mad.
I can literally play the clip.
And then you were like, we live in a society, and it's like...
I started dying on the inside.
I stand by that statement, but I don't.
I just that.
Why would I?
No.
Don't let him drag you back in.
Nope.
I'm confused. We'll have to have a. I don't know. My brain. I'm trying to remember, and it's like hurting my brain. I'm just gonna stop right now. That's the problem with making callbacks. I don't remember any of them.
Is hentai fan service?
Not isekai. Interspecies Reviewers is all fan service, but it's so good. It's so good.
Well, we didn't say fan service is bad.
No, the actual subplots of that show are so good because you're like, oh, they just saved the world casually in an afternoon so they could fuck tomorrow.
Aww.
I respect it. When a girlfriend's fucking wish fulfillment, because, everyone wants a cute significant other. Unless you're in the ugly bastards, and then I can't help you. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's at least a handful of people who are, so.
I would argue that making very clear boobs on armor is fan service.
That's a fair argument.
Because that actually makes armor worse. And is not realistic. Mind you, again, yeah, absolutely love fan service. If I were to wear armor, I'd want to look sexy as fuck.
Then just don't wear the armor. I want to say all the fan service shows, but I know neither of you have seen them.
You're definitely right. I probably haven't.
I know you haven't. Fuck, you fuckers don't watch anime. God damn it.
All right. Well, I think we should start to wrap up. My mom's watching TV in the other room, and so I'm worried it might be affecting my audio.
Close the door, forehead.
The door is closed.
For what?
Damn, your mom deaf.
No, it's just a small house.
Oh.
And a not even remotely soundproof room.
I like what I said better. All right, last call. Bitches.
Just to make Minka mad again, that Dead and Alive volleyball game is canon, not fan service. And
that's not what she was arguing. That's not what she was arguing.
I wasn't paying attention.
She's arguing that its existence itself is fan service.
Still.
Like, if you cut it, nothing changes. But that's not true. 'Cause there are things that they reference in DOA 4 from Dead or Alive volleyball. So,
okay. I was just trying to make a joke about how angry you've been making us this episode.
You kind of failed.
Yes, I see that. Minka, you got any last words?
Nope.
Nah, you gotta have something.
I got nothing. My brain has been fried by you two this episode.
Pull up something out of your ass. It literally doesn't matter. Just say something. God.
Tomb Raider has had fan service in it since at least
Inception.
2? Or was it?
No one's
3?
gonna argue that, though.
I mean, you could also argue from its beginning with how big her boobs were and how ridiculous it made it because of the graphics, but Laura has been fan serviced a lot, and I am grateful for that.
I can't loot 2B anymore.
I don't even know who that is.
Don't worry about it. You'll never.
Is that
play,
the girl with the?
You won't play a good game.
Is that the
so
robot
fine.
girl with white hair and the
Yes.
black eye patch?
So you do know who that is.
Well, it was either that or the other robot girl who I don't know what she looks like.
Is Power fan service? I haven't watched Chainsaw Man, but I've seen a lot of her pictures and.
We don't talk about Chainsaw Man.
She's sort of witch fulfillment, to be honest. Because at first you're like, ooh, weird, quirky girl want to fuck. To, damn, she's stupid. I gotta take care of her.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't see how anybody can be like, oh, I want to have sex with that character for anybody in that show.
Yet Denji's literally like, after I touch her titties, I'm gonna try to fuck her. So, And then that derailed so fast and was like, this is my stupid sister.
No, I still stand by that for everybody in that show. Makima,
I mean,
Power,
Makima's
whatever that sad
evil.
girl's name is.
Listen, I just want to give her genuine happiness so she doesn't have to kill devils anymore.
I'd be Makima's puppy.
No, I'm not giving up my ability to make choices. No.
That's your choice.
You're right. I don't want to have everyone make I don't want to. I like to make my own decisions.
I really wish I could see what you guys see. I just don't.
Well, let's see. You don't watch movies. You don't know how to analyze media.
I meant specifically in Chainsaw Man, but
literally the things that make Chainsaw Man good. No. At least for the manga, because when you look at the manga panels, you're like, damn.
That's what I've read.
I can't help you. You don't understand media. That too. Well, no, because Fujimoto doesn't even reference. Well, he references some anime. He mostly references Western movies.
That doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah, a lot of his stuff is actually kind of fun. The references he makes.
And it's how he makes them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2 is also very good because he put Cthulhu in Chainsaw Man and no one noticed.
I'll admit part 2 is better than part 1. There.
You're just mad like everyone else because everyone's like, he just wants to touch a boob. I'm like, no, he just wants to be normal.
I'm the only one who's complained about this as far as I know. I haven't heard any time. Everybody I bring this up to call everybody else is like, you don't understand. Chainsaw Man is amazing. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Because do you remember how earlier in this episode he was like, Star Wars is absolute trash. And then like it took him a few minutes to like think about it. And he was like, well, actually, like they're not bad.
See, to be fair,
so that's what's happening again.
Nope, we've talked about Chainsaw Man practically since like halfway through last year, and I have yet to change my opinion.
Listen, as far as that goes, he's a lost cause. I like what Fushimoto's doing. He's turning tropes on their head, and it's fucking great.
All right, well, that was my last call.
Well, Chainsaw Man was alts, so
no, that was also mine.
Fair. All right.
We're just agreeing with Minka that Chainsaw Man is good. It isn't the fucking second coming of Jesus like everyone wants it to be, but it's real fucking good.
At least you can agree with me there.
I just want to see how he puts Cthulhu in Chainsaw Man, because he did it without doing it, and he's still doing it.
All right. Oh, what do you got? Any last words, last call?
Keep your fan service out of my fucking slice of life shows, please.
They're coming for you all.
It's a slow burn, but they're trying. They show trying. I just want a normal, wholesome show. Yeah. I can go back and watch Aria. I can go back and watch Aria.
There, I'd have to watch it again, but like, yeah, if I were watching like Fruits Basket again, and like it's like, oh, here's some major fan service, it would be like, well, that's weird.
I feel like that's because you're a bit older than us, and as a younger person, you just don't notice it, like how you don't notice the adult jokes in cartoons.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep your fucking fan service out of my Yashke Slice of Life shows. Fuck. But if you are somehow, for whatever reason, still with us, you can follow us on Twitter to see me and Puce fucking talk to people we ain't got no business talking to. You can join the Discord and talk about whatever the fuck they talk about in the Discord. I don't know. I'm totally not there at any point. Not set to invisible so no one knows when I am or not there. What else do we have? Facebook isn't real. TikTok's getting banned.
Twitch
you have a Patreon if you want to give us money. And I think that's it. I think that's all the things we have. We'll see you next time when Minka makes a decision on what we're going to talk about next time.
Yay!
I think we already have the schedule sorted out for the next 3 months. I don't fucking know. I don't know. We don't know what we're doing here. It's episode like 25. We still have no idea what we're doing. All right, bye.
25. Bye.